this is something that you've talked about, something that was in the news this past week, the rumors of deGrom would sign with the Braves if he doesn't go to the Mets or go elsewhere. You were under the inkling, you said on the show with Joel Sherman and Jon Heyman, that he would go elsewhere in the offseason. Tell us why you think that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a good chance of it. I do believe he's going to opt out, assuming he throws any starts and looks anything like himself in the major leagues once he gets there. I think the contract is such, and he has said that he's going to opt out. So once you opt out, you can go anywhere. Now, there are guys who've opted out or been free agents who signed back with their previous team. But, I would say at this point, I'm just reading tea leaves. I think there's a good chance that he will go elsewhere. The rumors have been Atlanta, Houston, Tampa, if they'd come up with the money, and they did for Freeman. They came up with a pretty good salary for Freeman, so I wouldn't rule that out. I think those are rumors based on the fact he is from D-Land. I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly. In Florida, I do live in Florida myself part of the time, but I've never really been.
Depends how many drinks you had, how you pronounce it down in Florida.
Is that, well, I don't want to say that. I have my neighbors and all that, but I've driven through. I've never actually been there. That's the speculation among people, some with the Mets, some outside the Mets, that think he would probably prefer to go to Atlanta, Houston, or Tampa, or some team like that. You never know. I think it's always about the contract. If the Mets come up with the best contract, I'm certainly not going to rule out that he will re-sign with the Mets. He certainly seems to have been annoyed with that contract, but that contract was signed by his previous agent and himself. He agreed to it. I don't know that you can blame the Mets for the contract, but you know what? And certainly they had a different regime in there. It was Brody was the GM at the time, and good contract by Brody, even though he's not pitching now. It's under market, believe it or not. We're speculating. I think anybody who's suggesting Atlanta, you've heard that rumor, it's speculation. We're way early in that game.